Welcome to Common Cocktails. I'm your host, Eric Schomer, and I have with me Doug and Ian. This is going to be epic because we're starting with a review called Ivanabitch. We've done an Ivanabitch. I've done an Ivanabitch Vodka. We've had it in cocktails. I don't think anybody had any problem with it. This is special. It's tobacco flavored vodka and menthol tobacco flavored vodka. World's first menthol, which is, I mean,
world's first tobacco flavored vodka. Also.
Okay, maybe there's a lot of firsts happening.
There is.
Oh yeah, they did. With this, I posted this picture on Facebook, and it had like 60 comments, and only like 3 were me.
Well, you
normally have half of them.
And you're like, first impressions?
Right, I just like first impressions. What do you think? And people like, gross, ooh, yuck, gross, throwing up in my mouth, like all. And then people like, I think this is the most disgusting I've ever heard of, but I'm intrigued. Like there was a round, like it went around to like people going, you need to review this tonight. So I am.
Yeah. Intrigued. That was my first. I didn't write it down, but that was my
Now everybody has had their first impression because we haven't said anything about it.
You see, but the thing is, there are beers that have a tobacco
nuance, though.
To it.
Is it the tobacco beer? Or is it a beer that has it? They have.
Well, so now
wine has. You could get a wine with the tobacco, like.
What I'm saying is, I'm interested to see if it's more of a nuance versus drinking an ashtray.
Right. Exactly. So
or an ashtray.
That was not good.
With mint.
Exactly. And I thought that when I first saw it,
mint.
I opened up the box.
So an ashtray may be better with mint.
I'm guessing this one's better than this one because I like mint.
Now I opened the box, and at first I thought this was the Tabasco because they have a Tabasco coming out, I think. Okay. So that should have arrived, but I don't think it's out yet. This arrived. I forgot. Like after I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about this.
Because if you just replace that first C with an S,
I looked at it quickly,
boom.
And then I first thought, the next thought after I realized what it was is ashtray cocktail. We had talked about the ashtray cocktail.
We did.
What would be in an ashtray cocktail?
Holy shit.
Boom. And then this happened.
That's karma slapping you with its dick.
Smell that.
You just got Roman helmeted by karma.
Mermaid. And then that happened. What he just
did. That's a nice pipe tobacco. A sweet pipe tobacco smell to it. That smells good.
We smoked a couple of pipes in college.
Yeah.
I love the smell of the pipes.
I love pipes. I just could never get into the idea of
the
mouth
other
cancer.
Day, I was driving down the road and it was like the weather and it's turning into fall and it like reminded me of like high school in an odd way, and I was like, and smoking apple flavored pipe tobacco.
Right.
Or cherry flavored pipe tobacco.
Yeah.
That shit was so good.
A comforting kind of like,
exactly.
I'm cozy right now.
I nostalgia'd hard.
Yeah. Which, when I smell this, the first thing...
Yeah,
whoa.
I did. I nostalgia.
So...
Fucking thing. Taste it.
Hold on. So when I smelled it the first time, you know Hudson News, the
oh yeah,
that's the first thing I thought of.
Good call.
I walk in Hudson News and they always had like the tobacco along the back edges, and then the Playboys and the humidor.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing you really
like the 3 things that you were there for.
And Zippos.
Oh yeah, and the Zippos,
which you needed for the. I mean, it all works.
Everything.
Yeah.
Right. The only thing they didn't have was
like,
branding.
what am I gonna do when I'm reading my Playboy?
Cognac.
I might as well smoke a pipe.
Right. And this,
you know what? When somebody catches you, you burn the Playboy.
What's going on? I'm on fire.
I was cold.
I was burning it for the articles.
Don't make him spit his first.
Man, I want a pipe right now.
Wow, I can totally smell it from there.
I really don't get like a heavy tobacco flavor from that.
The thing, and you know what else it came with when I opened it up, which really threw me off? It had a tobacco leaf like this size in the box.
That's pretty cool. It's sweet. It's got a real sweetness to it, doesn't it?
Oh man, that's good.
That's tasty.
I drink the shit out of that.
What the hell, right?
That is so good.
So the problem, okay.
You know, when the marketing guys said we're doing tobacco vodka, it better be good. They probably rejected a few, I'm guessing, before they came out with this.
This smells like stale ashtray. Yeah. No, the thing is, I think this is branded wrong.
Maybe.
I think it should be pipe tobacco. Like, I understand tobacco and pipe tobacco, whatever that means.
But people think tobacco, they think cigarettes.
and when you hear pipe tobacco, you think the floral. You're like
a dirty Jewish lady in New York, a little thing, and she's like, no offense to the Jewish people out there.
There's a couple in New York.
The dirty Jewish
Well,
ladies.
you know, the old Jewish ladies, they're all smoking and they're kind of classy but dirty at the same time. Not in a good dirty way either. Just like dirty because they're smoking a cigarette.
Not the blurred lines way.
You know what I mean. Doug's got it.
I've got it, and then I'm throwing it back at you, going, "What?" It has words.
Wow.
Really?
Well, it's a good thing that
Is
you
it a
did
book? What is that?
I don't even know how much this
the
is.
gateway reading already.
I know.
So now there's like all the words in the world.
Can somebody Google how much Ivanabitch tobacco is? I bet you it's probably $19.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
It's
looking
not.
for,
They don't put the
I
price.
thought you were looking for the alcohol content. It's
35.
probably on there.
35% tells me there's some sugar in here.
He's going to the menthol. Nice.
Oh, you want menthol route?
Yeah, let's smell that shit.
How do you spell that? Oh, there you go.
Is that
That's exactly how I would imagine that it was going to taste.
really?
Yep.
And you don't like it?
That's fine.
It's like McGillicuddy's meets the first thing.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first thing.
The
You mean
the
Tabasco?
tobacco vodka.
Yeah.
Tabasco?
No.
Yeah.
It is pretty damn close to McGillicuddy's.
Yeah, because it's sweet and it's got like
The
it's like a
peppermint schnapps.
Peppermint
Oh, but
flavor to it. Yeah.
Even has the tobacco aroma, but it's very peppermint.
This is tasty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Wow,
extremely
so
pleasantly surprised by the flavor of this stuff because you look at it, tobacco vodka, it just conjures so many bad images in your head of Jewish ladies.
I don't get the Jewish ladies. I still get.
I don't know.
I get dirty cigarettes. I get old stale cigarette smoke. Like,
Interesting.
Like if my mom had left, if I left my jacket in my mother's car, which she smokes in her car, right?
Yeah.
And then I pick up my jacket 3 weeks later, and I'm like, instantly into the washing machine. And I think even at some level, even smokers would do that. Like, it's just
Yeah.
bad because it's just
Well,
bad.
they don't know as much, but
Not as
they
much,
get it. They
right?
get
But they know.
it makes me think of when I used to work at bars and stuff, and there was smoking. And I'd wear my shirt. I was a bouncer, not a bartender, nothing cool. And I'd wear my shirt there. I'd have to wash it as soon as I came back because it would just make my whole house smell like
Oh yeah, because it just stenches the
smoked
place up.
tobacco. So this is like,
But I
they
like
should call it raw tobacco because like you think tobacco, you think smoke and smoked
Yeah, it's
tobacco.
throwing you off.
Yeah.
Pipe tobacco, menthol.
Yeah.
The menthol one to me. I've had a menthol cigarette, and I don't really find that it was that minty. Like, you think it was minty?
No, it's.
Are you comparing that
it's
to a lot of other cigarettes though, or is it like one
Just
time?
menthol.
This
by
article
itself?
says
Like
around
Marlboro.
$13 each.
$13, so it's probably like 15, probably 20. Australia, it's probably like 78.
Maybe
No, but this to me is like peppermint schnapps meets the
Yeah.
tobacco flavor. Like it's a little sweeter than I would imagine a menthol being. From the when I last had one like 13 or 14 years ago, and I took a drag or whatever. Like it's a little sweeter. I think it would play neater in say a cocktail for the season, Christmas.
Okay.
If you can work in tobacco into a Christmas cocktail.
Yeah.
That bar being set, now you're working the mint to get some of the flavor and maybe some like bourbon or something to mix with it or something like that to get the
I would
barrel.
actually go with maybe a chocolate liqueur or something. I think that would make
chocolate and tobacco.
Oh.
Yeah, chocolate, tobacco,
Maybe some
especially
shoe
with the
leather.
mint one.
It makes you think you're sitting in a wood-walled speakeasy with the tobacco and the earthy chocolate
And then
flavor.
And the oak?
nice taste. What?
What about a coffee bean?
We can stick a coffee bean in it.
I mean, or a
You want
coffee
to stick a
liqueur.
coffee bean? You want to stick your dick in it? You
No.
can do that too.
No mermaiding.
Okay.
We can call it the coffee and cigarettes cocktail,
Yeah.
which is a movie by Jim Jarmusch.
It's not
Yes.
on Tuesday. So yeah.
Wow. So that overall, the biggest, from a review standpoint, which I think we covered a lot of what the initial reaction is to what it really is, which is completely different, which I think is good for the brand to have sent it to us as
yeah.
humans, because
Yeah.
if you see the picture, my goal was exactly that, to go, what do you think? And everybody was just like, oh my God!
Negative, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It was more negative than positive, and then there was the intrigue in between, where when you taste it, you're like, oh, I get it.
It's really good, especially if you had have and or had any fondness for for raw tobacco, for pipe tobacco,
Right.
or even the smell of it. Like if you
And
walk
that's-
into a pipe shop and you're like, I don't really smoke pipe,
But you wanted
love
to
the
sit in there.
smell.
Yeah.
It's like if I had that
you love the smell,
or Yankee Candle,
That's what
Well,
it
if you
is.
had a
I would
dad
go
or a
pipe
grandfather
tobacco
who used
every
to
time.
smoke, like,
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Or
If you had, like, a
you had,
family member-
family members.
This smells like Grandpa.
Yeah,
Not quite.
that you have fond memories
yeah,
of.
yeah.
Right.
Not like, oh, that smells like grandpa.
This looks like tobacco.
Not the memories that make you cower in a
Tobacco,
Tobacco
Ben
shower.
Gay, and Old Spice. Yay! No,
Curl up in fetal position.
Was that KY?
that's a quote from something.
No, I'm just saying bad memories.
Okay, never mind.
Taking that extra step.
Yeah, you good job.
Right over the cliff.
I'm not. I mean,
There was a line and you long jumped it.
so consider this a pipe tobacco. Like, and like I was saying, if I had to choose between going into a tobacco shop or Yankee Candle. Tobacco shop every time. Yankee Candle, I get a headache.
Dude.
Tobacco shop, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Like, you go to different
enjoy
sections,
Yankee
like
Candle.
cranberries.
But
But have you been in this? It's so overwhelming.
I have. I bought candles there.
That is where you get them.
but a tobacco shop is it's got that really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
everything's
just want to
comfortable
like
and
show
cozy.
off my
Yeah.
tats
Yeah.
and be like, roll up some
They have the
cigs.
cigar shop in Nashville.
Really? We should go there and just smell.
It's right next to San Fran by.
No, we should go in there and bring them some of this and say, this
Oh.
tastes like your shop.
You guys see,
Lick your floor first and then do a shot of this. You'll see what we mean.
Right, but it's
If they
got.
do it.
I can see if these guys are. I would say I don't know if this would be branched out further than this, but like tobacco with different nuances, like cranberry or vanilla. Like if you know you can make tobacco flavored. Like all the different flavors of tobacco into a vodka. I think it might be overkill, but it would be fun. I'd like to
Maybe
do
you
it
do
for
like the
an
cherry
initial
tobacco
production run.
thing. Like,
Well, I
remember
mean,
that
you
cherry
could just,
pipe
like,
tobacco?
add a
You
little
have
bit
some
of,
herring or
yeah.
something.
You know, maraschino cherry to
But
that.
you gotta get as long as it brings the aroma. That we'd have to test. It's like to see if that you need to get some of that aroma.
I'm just saying,
I bet
you
you're
got
gonna
a
get
jar right there, you got spoons right there. It's not like we can't try it.
Yeah, but this is like a cherry. That I thought you meant like the herring.
No.
That's what I was
meant
talking about. I can see what he's talking about.
The cherry. So you're doing like the cherry tobacco?
Yep.
Been creative.
You want me to do it right now, right here?
Yeah, why not?
You want me to put a cherry or just the sauce?
Both. Just a little bit of sauce and the cherry.
Well, that's why I use this spoon.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay, we did it.
Your idea. You go first.
Your idea.
No, I want to try it. I want to.
I don't think it's gonna have the
Being polite.
aroma.
I'm being
No.
polite.
See, it doesn't have the aroma of the.
Do you get the cherry aroma at all?
I think if it had a little more of the juice, it might
That's
get
why I
there.
wanted you to go first.
You know. Or
We'll get this shit refined before you have to try it.
I like the
Yeah.
spoon.
That's a good spoon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You think that's good?
All right. Yeah. Stir it up.
I thought we were done.
Stir it up. Stir it up.
There we go. There we go.
Alcohol
There
will
you
kill
go.
off
Do it
anything
again.
anyway.
Oh. Here, try this before.
Yeah, you gotta baseline it.
Yeah.
Now it's like red.
Now it's got some color to it.
This could be the longest episode ever. Not really. We've had much better.
That's good.
You just created something, Doug.
And you get the cherry at the end.
No, you do. No, you know what you could do? You can infuse cherries. What if you did that?
It's subtle.
What if you infuse
But the cherry-
cherries? Instead
It
of
adds
using
to it.
brandy,
Yeah,
using this
that's
to
good.
infuse cherries?
You can do that.
What about tobacco infused cherries?
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Fine. I had to just keep saying it until somebody finally frickin' acknowledged
Sounds
me.
like a good
I
idea,
heard
Derek.
you.
And then you
I'm
could
just
garnish
being
something
hel-
with it.
I was being
Wow, somebody's a little needy
I
tonight.
was being funny, but forget I said anything. Anyway, you now
Sorry,
have
we were trying to take your show seriously.
you now have, you have lots to think about.
These are some good tools for your toolbox. They can make some interesting things.
You will serious no,
Yeah. No
quite
joke.
honestly,
Yeah.
if you have one of these, because somebody said I could see that being in my bar, like having it in the bar.
Someone's already made a drink on the live stream.
If
It's
you,
called the Grandpa. 2 ounces, 2 ounces of bourbon, an ounce and a half of tobacco vodka, and 90 years of old people racism.
done.
Good on you, Brian.
I was thinking a little bit more like, you know, adding a hint of this to a drink to bring out something that would be completely different. Bringing out some of the tobacco flavor in another cocktail, like we did with the rose water or with orange blossom
the
water.
bourbon and the-
You could do
yeah.
it with this. Instead of being a water, it's a vodka, which means it's going to carry that taste very very well. Done!
Very cool.
We're ready to move on to cocktails this week. I didn't slap too hard, so
I'm
No,
impressed.
you're
Are you
good.
impressed?
I'm very impressed.
Derek?
I am super impressed.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty good. And no, I didn't get paid for this. They just sent me the bottles.
That's 3 boners. It's a winner.
And it works because it's Ivanabitch, so they're obviously more
Yeah.
racy.
Yeah.
So the
and
3 bonus.
Ivana's a girl's name, so we can have boners about that.
Right. Ivanabitch.com.
Could not be gay.
Yeah, so it's okay.
Everydaydrinkers.com. If you need some of these, when I get them back in stock, everybody bought them last
What if you
week.
mixed it with a smoky scotch?
Mix it with a peaty
Yeah.
scotch.
I
We have
I
these.
think what's gonna happen after like we're done with all the shows, like, all right, get everything.
What can we try?
Put everything in it.
Yeah.
What does this go well with? What does this go well with?
Glencairn glasses. You can get those at awesomedrinks.com back order. But if you order them, I'll ship them out when they get here. Oh wait, we're done. Teach you how to drink. All right, I'm ready.
There's too much vibe.
Should be the follow-up. Because
Ready?
there's probably correlation.
There is.
Oh, sour
Really,
face.
really loud.
That was sour
It was
face.
so loud.
He's got a big
It made
face.
my ear ring.
The clap?
Yeah.
The earrings?
That's the clap.
No.
Okay.
I hope not. I don't even know what that. If I had the clap, I wouldn't even know I
Okay.
had the clap. Just
You
because
wouldn't?
I don't know it.
He would be like,
What's the clap?
something's burning,
Believe it hurts when you
dripping,
pee.
Oh.
burning. No, that's
clap-
I
syphilis.
think everything hurts when you pee.
Yeah.
Pretty much. If it's not working right, it
When's the last
hurts.
time you've been to the doctor, John?
It's like pissing razors or rice. No, I'm fairly certain every
Exactly.
STD
Yeah.
or
Okay.
deficiency of that area burns when something occurs.
What's the real word for the clap? Is a slang term for.
Oh,
something
maybe it's
else.
syphilis. I don't know. I've never really
Is it
gonorrhea.
Well,
Oh.
Yeah, but there's a. I thought there was a.
Question of the day is what's the clap?
If it is a
clap. All right, are we doing this?
specifically.
Yeah, crabs. All right, ready?
Don't clap. Thank you.
You have a
I
headache?
think it's curable. So maybe
No.
That's not
I
good.
didn't want my ear to ring.
Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea? All
All
right.
right,
I'm guessing. I don't know.
I'm ready. Ready? We good?
Because they would like clap it between their hands to make it feel better, like to loosen it up.
You should probably quit while you're not even close to being ahead.
What about women?
They would just
Stick it out
like smack
and then
it.
like
Is it
aim.
clapping into the smack?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, I've just got gonorrhea.
Yeah. So
That looks like the devil.
I'm smacking it loose.
Oh, shaking it off.
Yeah.
It's now it's like a
Listen up. Listen up.
Spread wide.
small parameciums
Smile.
all fall down. Spread wide.
Were we stopping? We were stopping
Yeah, we should
before we
stop.
weren't even ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
Before we
Okay.
get too far down.
Right.
All right.